Well, hello friends, Mary Allen here with another rapid reset video for you. These are simple strategies for finding inner peace in any moment. And today we're going to talk about strategy number 7, which is all about conscious venting. So what the heck is conscious venting? Well, in a previous video, I talked a little bit about the importance of feeling your feelings as a way to kind of move through them. So whether that was through a conscious scream, through a good cry, through, right, feeling the feelings of anger, that feeling the feelings helps complete the stress cycle. And this notion of conscious venting is really just another vehicle to complete the stress cycle and really release those feelings that are otherwise keeping you stuck in the muck or off center or just not in your flow. So, how does conscious venting work and what the heck is it? It's really just authentic self-expression. And the simplest way to describe it is what we are naturally doing all the time when we talk to a good friend or a trusted family member about whatever it is that we're going through. Something that triggered us, something that we're upset about, something that we're feeling stress and anxiety over. As we talk about things, we connect to those feelings and emotions that have us triggered. And if we're lucky, we connect to them fully enough that they release and they don't have as much power over us. So this idea of conscious venting, I want to add an extra layer to it. Instead of just talking to a friend, like we can talk and share what we're going through as a way to wallow in the feelings. And there's a way where we can talk and share our feelings with a friend or trusted colleague with the intention of releasing those emotions. And that's the part to really understand and connect to here as you try on this idea of conscious venting. So yes, it can look like, reaching out to a good friend and just, the other day I actually got a little triggered about the public beaches here in Orange County, California being closed by our governor, in part because the numbers in my city and the surrounding cities, we had no new cases in over 14 days, and yet they're tightening restrictions as opposed to lightening them up. And I was a little annoyed by that, partly because I was really hankering to get out and finally feeling like, hey, our family should go to the beach and just sit on the grass, away from everybody else. And so I was a little stuck in that. And so it was great to be able to vent, to do some conscious venting to a couple friends that I talked to. And then ultimately, one of my favorite places to do conscious venting is on Facebook. So I know not everybody is comfortable in kind of sharing whatever is raw and real and vulnerable for you for all the world to see. But I do have to say that Facebook has been a powerful medium for me through the years. It takes practice and courage for sure, but there's a lot of goodness that comes from it as well. So just as when we talk to a friend, part of what has us reset in the midst of that is getting empathy. Part of it is just feeling heard, that, hey, we're not the only one to have those set of feelings. And then, of course, the other part is just to kind of connect to those feelings enough so that we can release them. And this was particularly helpful for me in the early days with my twins. I had no idea how challenging motherhood was going to be. I mean, with even one baby, let alone two. And what I found allowed me to move through those emotions was to, yes, having a good cry. In those early days, at least once a week, I would have a meltdown. But also to just really share what happening emotionally for me, like the challenging circumstances, the variety of emotions. Of course, having newborn babies, there's a lot of joy, but it's a lot of hard work and exhaustion and uncertainty as you're figuring out what to do with these little creatures and how to show up as a mother and take care of yourself and all of that. But as I posted on Facebook, yes, I got some of that empathy. Yes, I also got some good tips. That's also a bonus benefit of conscious venting. But I really began to realize that the biggest value was just in the fully naming of what was going on. It helped me move through so that it was like a completion of that stress cycle, and allowed me to reset and come back fresh and new, where of course more challenges would come, but things can accumulate. And when we all of a sudden, can't just get back to our center, there's too much stuck emotion going on inside, conscious venting is a great pathway out. So if you're not comfortable in posting on Facebook, that's okay. You might also consider just being more intentional when you share with a friend or a family member. Also, working with a coach or a mentor or therapist can be super cathartic to really get to the heart of what you're really feeling and what's really going on, the things that you don't really want to say out loud because maybe you're embarrassed or you feel ashamed for having a reaction that you do, which we all ultimately realize that we're all going through the same stuff. So in just naming it and saying it, we get to move through it. So finding that trusted resource, super valuable. I am happy that I get to be that for a lot of my clients that come, and it's so often in the beginning of the calls, they name all this, the minutia and the overwhelm and the what's not going, and then that creates space for them to focus on the what's next. So super valuable. Also consider private Facebook groups as a playground for you to practice conscious venting. So not every group has got the same kind of safety and trust, but my group Inner Peace on Purpose is one space where I love to invite people to experiment with conscious venting and just putting it all out there to be said, to be felt, to be heard. Super powerful practice to bring ourselves back to peace. So conscious venting, you can even do, even journaling can be another more private way to feel into those feelings and kind of speak to what is. So you've got your friends, your family members, you've got social media, whether that's Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, whichever platform is your favorite place. You've got mentors, advisors, coaches, and even private Facebook groups. And I'm sure I'm leaving some out. So, but take with it the next time that you go to really just dive deep into that authentic self-expression. Just bring with it the intention to really release that bottled up energy and those bottled up emotions that are keeping you stuck in the muck. All right. So I hope this was super valuable for you. And if there is somebody that you know needs to hear this, please forward the link to this video and let me offer these tips and strategies to them so that we can all find our way back to that place of inner peace a little bit more quickly and a little bit more easily. All right, that's it for now. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.